In 1994, the United States was gripped by a case that would be called the trial of the century. At its center stood O.J. Simpson, a football legend and beloved public figure. But in June of that year, Simpson's fame took a dark turn when he was accused of the brutal murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. How did this once revered icon become the accused in one of history's most controversial criminal cases? Buckle up as we at Quick Case HQ unravel the timeline, the evidence, and the courtroom drama that still reverberates today. Our story begins on the night of June 12, 1994. The quiet Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles was rocked by a gruesome discovery. Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were found stabbed to death outside Nicole's condo. The crime scene painted a chilling picture. Blood spattered the walkway, and signs of a violent struggle were evident. Forensic experts would later determine that the attack was both swift and brutal, suggesting a crime of deep passion or anger. All eyes quickly turned to Nicole's ex-husband, Orenthal James Simpson. But who was O.J. Simpson? To millions, he was the Juice. A charismatic sports hero who had transcended the football field to become a household name. Before Simpson could be taken into custody, the nation witnessed a spectacle like no other, the infamous Bronco chase. On June 17, 1994, Simpson's friend Al Cowlings drove a white Ford Bronco through Los Angeles freeways as O.J. sat in the back seat with a gun. Police trailed them for over an hour, and millions of Americans watched the slow-speed pursuit live on television. The chase ended peacefully in Simpson's Brentwood home driveway. But the dramatic sequence set the tone for what would become an extraordinary trial. With Simpson now in custody, the prosecution, led by Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, believed they had an ironclad case. They presented a wealth of forensic evidence linking Simpson to the crime. DNA testing revealed that blood found at the crime scene matched both Simpson and the victims. A bloody glove found near the crime scene appeared to match one found at Simpson's residence. The prosecution also introduced evidence of Simpson's history of domestic violence. Nicole had filed multiple police reports detailing years of abuse. The case seemed airtight. But there were cracks. Enter the Dream Team, O.J. Simpson's formidable defense team, which included legal heavyweights like Johnnie Cochran, Robert Shapiro, and F. Lee Bailey. Their strategy was clear. They aimed to cast doubt on the integrity of the investigation and the credibility of the Los Angeles Police Department. The defense focused heavily on LAPD Detective Mark Furman, accusing him of planting evidence and highlighting his history of making racist remarks. This allowed the defense to argue that Simpson was being framed because of his race. One of the most dramatic moments came when Simpson was asked to try on the bloody glove in court. When it appeared not to fit, Johnnie Cochran seized the moment, delivering the now famous line, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." It was a turning point that sowed reasonable doubt in the jury's minds. After a grueling trial that lasted over 9 months and involved 150 witnesses, the jury reached a verdict in less than 4 hours. On October 3, 1995, the world stopped as the verdict was read. O.J. Simpson was acquitted of all charges. The reaction was polarizing. For some, it was a triumph of justice, exposing racial bias within the legal system. For others, it was a miscarriage of justice, allowing a guilty man to walk free. The acquittal highlighted the stark racial and social divides in America, with polls showing differing opinions along racial lines. This was more than just a trial. It was a reflection of America's ongoing struggle with race and justice. Though acquitted in criminal court, Simpson's legal battles were far from over. In 1997, he faced a civil trial where the burden of proof was lower. The jury found him liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, awarding their families $33.5 million in damages. While the civil case provided some closure for the victims' families, Simpson's life continued to spiral. In 2008, Simpson was convicted in a separate case involving armed robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas, for which he received a 33-year prison sentence. He served 9 years before being released on parole in 2017. The O.J. Simpson case remains one of the most studied and debated trials in history. It exposed the power of celebrity, the flaws in the justice system, and the influence of race and media on public perception. Decades later, its impact still reverberates, sparking discussions about justice, accountability, and societal biases. What do you think? Was justice served, or did fame and fortune tip the scales? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth case studies from Quick Case HQ. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe. Watch our next video where we unravel another shocking case that gripped the world. Stay tuned and stay curious with Quick Case HQ.